So welcome back. As you can see, I'm moving Feng Wei, and that means I'm gonna showcase the changes for my strongest character for Feng Wei, and man, they did him good. They did him good. So the character was very underused and he had way too pretty animations for that, so they changed a whole lot about him. The first thing is the 1+2, one of my favorite moves. This move is now -12 instead of -13. Has some pushback on block, but they shorten the recovery time by 1 frame if the move hits. So could be that maybe that only applies for the punch parry, but we will see. The next thing is increase the range of the attack. So it had pretty much range 0 to range 1.3, but now it has range 1. No, I think even 2.3. Actually, it got quite better. But now comes the important part. The punch parry window was 2 to 7 frames, and now it is 2 to 9 frames, which will mean that you can use this punch parry now all day. There was some setups that I will show you later, but I'm pretty sure this will be broken now. It will be not broken in a sense where Feng will never be broken like other characters are, but for his kind of game plan, this will be broken because he's a very offensive character, and he ends up in poke wars and jab wars way more often than other characters because he's all about getting in the opponent's face. He has a lot of moves that are very low minus when they get blocked after like down for 1, his jab strings. So if people gonna counter poke with jabs, this move will be deadly as hell, and it's only -12 now, which is great. Then there is the new extension for down for 4. It's a 3, which is +13, which is pretty good. It leaves them very close, so you can counter, you can poke afterwards. What I will do, I think, is either this, or I will try to apply a sidestep. Let's see if sidestep 4. Oh my! This is so cheap. Okay, seems very good. But the utility you will have with combos, there were so many situations where you could hit this move but didn't get a combo like here. And now you will get those combos, my friend. Of course, that's not optimal. Or this. This will now all be combo starters. And of course, it's also like if you're close to the wall, you can do this to make a close wall travel. Unfortunately, the second hit is not a counter hit launcher, but well, that's crying on a high level. And I just want to show you that it's duckable, so don't get clipped by this when you're ducking, and it's only -6. But of course it has a mix-up, but keep in mind the mix-up is -11, and this will be a good checking tool. For instance, if you hit someone with your jab punish and you want them to check like if they're gonna press buttons or if they're gonna backdash, you can throw both of these out and you will be very safe, actually. Kinda safe. Now the most ridiculous change I ever saw. The counter hit down back 3 now gives a kind of breakdance animation, which looks dumb in my opinion. The animation looks really dumb, but it leaves you back turn and the opponent has to get up. Yeah, what should I say, man? This low has pretty decent range. It hits from 2.5. It's one of the best lows in the game. It's launch punishable, but it's not seeable, so if this low gets blocked, you suck and it's your fault. And at max range, I kind of experienced that it's -14 sometimes, even though the frame data says otherwise. And like I said, it's a high crush and it tracks very well. So for a character that wants to be in your face constantly and gonna provoke a counter poking strategy, this is very deadly. They finally find a way to improve Feng's counter hit damage without making a Leroy out of him. And I think this will introduce Feng's strength to a whole new level if you play him very aggressively, like I do, because I'm a scrub. Next thing is they did some things with with back turn down 3 and stuff, which I don't really get because I never had an issue connecting anything after this, but people will tell me what it is. This string now, down back 1, 2, got buffed as well. It is now -11 instead of I think it was -12, right? Yeah, I think it was -12. It's delayable. It's a mix-up to this. I use it a lot as a round ender, and it was my checking tool. Like, I never use this. I always use this to check someone. If I did a jab string and I can hit confirm this. So I just did this, or for instance, if I got a Y running 3 blocked, I did this. If I hit with this, I did this, or after this, you can do this, and this, and this. This was my checking tool, and it's delayable. You can go into your stance. It's a very good string overall, and they said they changed the counter hit property, and I'm hoping that this now is a counter hit launcher. Oh, okay, it's a knockdown with a guaranteed shoulder. Let me see. Yeah, guaranteed shoulder. Yeah, this is also very good. I can live with that. This counter hits a lot because of the delay and because you can do so much from it. Very, very good change in my opinion. And only -11, so it's not that bad if it gets blocked. Overall, the changes to this time are very, very good in my opinion. Now we have back to 3, which got increased range. I don't know why you should ever use this move. In mid-level, it's already shit. Please don't use it. You're gonna get low parried, and yeah. Back 4, the distance between the opponent and you is decreased when the move hits, which is kind of big because this was led to a situation where the opponent was so far away that +2 didn't really matter, and you should just move around or could do this. But now we can just do our jabs, we can do down forward 1, we can do another one, and if it hits at max range, as you can see, it's +3 instead of +2. Wait, why doesn't it do it? Okay, just believe me, it is. And that means we can loop it together like a scrub, and if they move or interrupt, we will trade with jabs. Very, very good. Very, very good. I like it. Next change are increases of lower range of the attack. Yeah, this is not... I think this is now a consistent low crush and hits even sweeps. Let me take a look if that's the case. Because there are some moves that this move will go over all the time. Thanks for tackling me, my friend. Let me see if I can replicate the situation. I forgot, the move is so slow. Yeah, I think they changed the lower hitbox so sweeps don't go under it. Really, whatever, not my favorite move. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2 you had decent options afterwards. On Oki you still have, but they're not close as they were before. So that's good, I'm assuming. The next change is 442, now has more range. I use this move at the wall. Honestly, if I want to come in with a mid, I use this, which I will come later to because this is my most favorite change. But yeah, at the wall it's usable. It is usable at the wall. It's a good mid. It's kind of like a demon paw. But the situations afterwards is not as good as it is on a demon paw. It's safe, which is good, so you can throw it out if you want to end the round or if you're predicting that your opponent is coming in. Not a bad move at all, but not my favorite move. Wild standing 1, 2 is now I-13, which means that we can finally do some damage for blocking a down 2 from Dragunov, for instance. A lot of lows are -13. The new low from Yoshimitsu is it as well. I mean, it's only +1, but you get 8 more damage and you're very close you could do back one if they try to interrupt you afterwards, and you have the mental frame advantage from the delayable ender of the string. It's very good, and I use this move a lot to come in. This is my favorite way to come in with Yoshimitsu. It's a roll dash into a wild standing one, which covers more ground than any other move I know. And yeah, overall it's a very, very good move. Y rising 2, as I showed you, now is -7 on block, which is very good. So we can do this parry afterwards if they jab. Let me give you a visual aid. This is -7 now, which is very good. And as you know, you can punch parry now afterwards. You could before, but now the frame window is even wider. When the opponent gets hit, like on a normal hit, looks like this, because if it had the same animation as before, you could screw from this, and that would be very overpowered. But on counter hit, you get your combo like this. Before I think it gave the same animation on normal hit, but that would be insane if that was a normal hit launcher. So I can understand this. And the next one is full crouch down for 2, a move that looks super stupid in my opinion, but it always had an issue where you had to do wild standing 1. Other moves wouldn't connect even if you want to do different moves, but now the range is decreased between the characters, which means it will be easier to do your combo afterwards. I don't use this move too much because it's -14, but to be honest, most people don't even launch it because the animation is so stupid. And now we have sidestep 4. I don't get the change. It says that sometimes when the opponent attacked, it was counted as a hit at mid-air. Maybe that means that the move now hits more consistent. But sidestep 4 should be used at range 0, so where it's clean hit, and there it shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. So overall, I think the changes are very good. What I like about Season 4 till now is the changes are complementing the game style of the character, the strengths, while not over exaggerating the power. Like, this is very, very good, but it's kind of the same like Kings and Armor Kings 4 neutral 2. But leaving you at back turn is very, very good afterwards. And this is a high crush, and it has good range, so you can come in with this and start your offense. Or you can come in with this, which is faster as well. And if the opponent decides to counter poke, you have this now, which is now a way better tool than it was before. If you want to keep them out, you can use this more efficient. You can use this as a better checking tool, and you have this as a checking tool as well. So overall, not only the poking and counter poking got better, but even the options afterwards are more rewarding and more mixy. Like, you can mix them up better. I'm very happy about the changes, I have to say, and I will show you a lot of content about Feng. I think this is the revival of my Feng. Fuck Yoshi. No, I'm just joking. See you later, guys. Goodbye.